The ongoing beef and gang war between rapper Lil Durk and Quando Rondo has left some people taken out. Both rappers have been going at each other since Quando Rondo's crew took out rapper King Von. Unfortunately, the fight between the rappers has gone beyond retaliation to a full-blown gang war. Lil Durk and Quando Rondo gang history. Rapper Lil Durk and Quando Rondo have since set out for each other's neck since the hit of King Von, and given their gang history, there is no telling how dangerous either of them could get over this issue. Lil Durk gang history. Rapper Lil Durk is affiliated with one of the deadliest gangs in all of Chicago's gang history. Lil Durk is a member of the Black Disciples gang, and he has been a member since he was 17 years old. Lil Durk was only 17 when he had his first child. He was forced to abandon school and hop into the streets for survival. It was at this time that Lil Durk met King Von, who was also a member of the Black Disciples. The two went on to become great friends until King Von was taken out in November 2022. Many believe that Lil Durk is a pretty face gangster who is to be feared on the streets. In fact, there have been speculations that Durk was involved in the deadly war between the Black Disciples and the Gangster Disciples of Chicago. The war began in 2011 after a gangster disciple, Shondell Gregory, popularly known as Tuka, was taken out by a masked hitman who was believed to be from the O Block set of the Black Disciples. Tuka, who was only 15 years old when the tragedy happened, was loved by many STL/EBT gang members. The 63rd Street of Martin Luther King Drive, which is called Tukaville by the STL/EBT, is named after Tuka. Several people believe that Lil Durk was a gang member, and he made it evident after he released a diss track when he called out Tuka. Lil Durk has used the lines "smoking that Tuka pack" in several of his songs. Aside from Tuka, Durk has also dissed rappers from his rival gang who have passed away. In his song L Anthem, Lil Durk dissed Lil Jojo, a member of 63rd's Gangster Disciples. He rapped "Brick Squad, I say Wooga World with him." So Lil Jojo responded with the song BDK. In the song, he called out members of the Black Disciples, most especially Lil Durk, Chief Keef, and Lil Reese. On September 5th, 2012, Lil Jojo was taken out shortly after he dissed Lil Durk and the Black Disciples. Many fans believe that Durk might have played a role in Jojo's hit. The passing of FBG Duck also gave his fans a hint of how deep-rooted Lil Durk is in the gang world. Chicago rapper FBG Duck was a part of the Black and Gangster Disciples War. FBG Duck released a song Dead in July 2020, where he dissed deceased members of the Black Disciples. Less than a month after releasing the songs, FBG Duck was taken out on the streets of Chicago. People who followed the news of Lil Durk's gang war believe that Durk might have played a role in his tragic passing, as he rapped about it in the song "Should've Ducked." Durk rapped, "I told my PO through the gate that I get highest. She asked me how high do I get? Highest duck." Many fans believe Lil Durk was clearly dissing FBG Duck on the song. Quando Rondo gang history. Quando Rondo has had his fair share of the gang lifestyle and has gone as far as seeking favors from top gang members in whatever city he visits, including Los Angeles. Rapper Quando Rondo has always been open about being a member of the Rolling 60 Crips. Quando was in a sect in Atlanta, Georgia, his hometown. However, given his fame across the industry, Quando Rondo sought to join other sects of the Rolling 60 Crips for protection.
Man, listen, I say this all the time, cause I'm real heavy, on cripping, period. I'm gonna do that till the day I die. Sometimes I ask the Lord, when I be asking the Lord for forgiveness, first thing pop up in my head is, boy, I can't stop being no crip, though. You feel me? That's the first thing pop up in my head, that's just something, you feel me?
According to street legend and Crips member, Big U, Quando Rondo sought protection from the Rolling 60s Crips in Los Angeles, but he didn't go about it in the right way. Big U revealed in the industry that the U's of the rap industry believe that they have what it takes to be gangsters until they realize they should have checked in with the gangs before claiming the streets.
The youngsters get out and then they have to have an experience before they realize, I should have checked in. You know what I mean? Or I should have called, or I should have been moving a certain way. And so they get out and they might be under your banner, but then they not respecting the banner. They ain't calling you. They got your number, they know who you is, but they feel like they bigger than the program.
To check in with gangs means to pay money to these street gangs in exchange for protection and recognition, especially in the streets of LA, according to Big U. Many young rappers do not know this and fail to respect the gang rules and even the gang leaders while in LA. To stress his point, Big U referred to rapper Quando Rondo and talked about how he got into the streets of LA without paying regard and checking in with Crips. When Quando got into trouble, he called up on Big U, and Big U wasn't very pleased about it. He told Quando not to call him only when he needed a favor, since he never called him to check in the first place.
They claim my neighborhood to send this music, but they don't really with us until it's a problem. Then they call him. Like Quando Rondo, I just showed Envy. Like, you can't call me now. You can't call me when the fire hot. You didn't with me before that. You know what I mean? You had my number. You could have called me. You could have did all that. You know what I mean? But he was around about. But how is that fair to me? How is that fair to our team, though? You know what I mean?
Quando Rondo got to hear about Big U's interview. It was at this point he denied ever being a gang member. Quando made a video where he replied to Big U's allegations, saying that the conversation between them never went down the way Big U portrayed it. According to Quando Rondo, when he first got to LA, he hit up Big U for something different that wasn't in any way related to seeking gang protection or trying to be a gang member. He had called on Big U because he believed Big U was heavy on charity, and a lot of people said positive things about him helping the community. Quando claimed that he called up Big U because he wanted to give back to the community and partake in giving out charity to those who needed it.
Cause first of all, when I hit Unc up, when I hit the big homie up, I was calling that man on like this, cause I got a lot going on. I got a lot of fuck going on out here. I know that cuz is in a lane where cuz got a lot of charity going on. Cuz just got a lot of positive going on, you feel me? Which my team was hitting up a lot of more people, like a lot of people. Like,
he made another video where he said that before he would pay any gang for protection on the streets, he would rather spend money on actual security that would keep him safe professionally and legally.
No, I was not trying to give back just to have a good face card. I was just trying to get back from the heart. I never once called nobody, no nigga on planet Earth for no protection. Cause I don't fear no man. Why would I wait to get in some and run to the hood? What the I ain't even that type of I ain't no man put fear in me. Killers get every day, as you can see.
Quando Rondo may have been a gang member in the past, but with the recent events, Quando seemed to have given up his gang affiliations after the hit of his friend Lil Pab, who lost his life while Quando's life was under attack. Quando Rondo revealed that he would no longer be a gang member. He took to his Instagram where he wrote, "I'm not jump out gang either. Ain't no loyalty in that. I'm my own man. I lay my flag down. I'm not innate. Y'all ain't gonna ride for it for real. There's no sense in me being a part of y'all." According to Quando Rondo, he was denouncing his affiliations because his gang members never followed the strict gang code of staying away from the opposition. Quando claimed that his gang members remained on good terms with his ops without regard to their members who get attacked in gang wars. He wrote, "Y'all with the opposition, it don't take rocket science to see what the going on. Everybody already hate me. I ain't tripping on the extra hate. I'm about to focus on my family, the ones who gon' really drop a tear if I die." When Quando renounced all his affiliations, fans couldn't help but blame it on the incident with King Von. Quando has suffered one attack after the other in the gang war with Lil Durk, and he had always hoped that his gang would stand by him, but as it would turn out, they weren't looking out for him either. Quando Rondo's reason to lay down his flag doesn't surprise many people who have followed the rapper's life for the past 2 years. Since his involvement in King Von's death, Quando Rondo hasn't had any peace in the rap industry. He's found himself in one incident after the other, and his concerts have either been canceled or he doesn't get booked at all. Hit attempt. The gang wars between Lil Durk and Quando Rondo happened after King Von was taken out, and since then, Quando and Lil Durk have put out hits to take each other's life. While Quando has been on the receiving end of all the attacks, Lil Durk has also suffered some attacks in this gang war. Quando Rondo attacks. Quando Rondo's first attack happened a couple of months after King Von passed away. Quando was on his way to perform at a concert in Atlanta when he was attacked. Quando, who was with his entourage on that fateful night, was parked at a grocery store, making a quick stop to buy some things. A few minutes after they parked their vehicle, another car pulled up and began opening fire at them. Luckily for Quando Rondo, he was able to escape from the crossfire unharmed, but a few members of his entourage were wounded. Fans couldn't help but point fingers at Lil Durk and his gang members. Quando Rondo suffered another attack in August 2022 that took the life of his friend Lil Pal. They were at a gas station buying gas when a vehicle pulled up and opened fire at Quando's Cadillac. Quando was forced to drive out of the gas station to somewhere safer. However, when he eventually pulled over, he noticed that his friend had suffered some injuries. Sadly, Lil Pal passed away before medics arrived to help him. Fans believe that all the attacks Quando has faced in the past 2 years are due to the gang wars between himself and Lil Durk. Durk, however, has had his own fair share of attacks. Lil Durk attacks. Lil Durk had a bit of an incident with gang attacks spelled all over it, and fans couldn't help but blame it on Quando Rondo and his gang setting him up. On July 30th, 2022, Lil Durk was performing at Lollapalooza when he had an incident that caused him a serious injury. During his set, a pyrotechnic went off, which caused him to take a step back and wipe his face. At the moment of the incident, fans were worried about Lil Durk, but he surprised everyone when he decided to continue the performance to the end. The following day after the concert, he gave an update to his fans through social media, and that was the last that anyone heard from him. Posting a photo of himself sporting a bandage over his eye, Durk's caption informed his fans of his situation. Due to the incident that happened at Lollapalooza in Chicago on stage, I'm gonna take a break and focus on my health, the rapper wrote. I finished my performance yesterday for my fans. Appreciate y'all. The diss tracks. Lil Durk and Quando Rondo may have sent people at each other, but it hasn't stopped them from bringing their gang wars into the rap scene. Both rappers have dissed each other on several tracks in the past. Quando Rondo was the first to attack Lil Durk by dissing him through his music video. He released a video for his song Soul Reaper, where a dummy that looked like Lil Durk appeared to get hit and eliminated in the music video. Fans believe that was Quando Rondo sending out disses to Lil Durk. However, Quando spoke about it and claimed that the video wasn't aimed at Durk. He said, "These fans make anything up. Don't even be thinking like that." In June of 2021, Lil Durk was called out for responding to Quando's diss video after he released a snippet from an unreleased song. In the snippet, Durk sang to diss Quando Rondo as he rapped, "The roads better be bulletproof, Lil. You know we gon' shoot at the stars," he said. At the time the snippet was made public, Quando Rondo had just done an interview with Angela Yee while they were both inside a Rolls Royce. It was glaring that Lil Durk was talking about Quando Rondo. After constant backlash, Lil Durk was forced to speak on the issue. He said, "I never said a lame name," wrote the voice on Instagram. "Stop lying on me, y'all." Checkmark emoji.